Alright, confession time. If you asked 100 JRPG fans to name Atlus' most iconic series, you'd probably get a chorus of Persona and Shin Megami Tensei. Maybe someone throws in Soul Hackers if they're feeling bold. But Raidou Kuzunoha. For most, he's an urban legend, a name whispered among old school fans and demon collecting connoisseurs. But in 2025, Raidou Remastered, the mystery of the Soulless Army is back to change all that. Or at least to try. Welcome back to Veteran Game, the home of deep dives, honest reviews, and the occasional demon summoning. If you love weird RPGs, subscribe and hit that bell, because today we're tackling one of the oddest, most ambitious, and surprisingly charming remasters Atlus has ever dropped. And trust me, this is not your average JRPG glow-up. This is a game that, for better and for worse, remembers exactly where it came from. Let's set the scene. It's Tokyo, early 20th century. You're Raidou Kuzunoha, a devil summoner detective with a talking cat sidekick and an office above a ramen shop. Your job? Solve supernatural mysteries, collect demons, and keep Tokyo safe from things that go bump and slither and cackle and dance through the night. The original Devil Summoner, Raidou Kuzunoha vs. the Soulless Army, was released on PS2 in 2006. But with Persona 3 looming, it never got its time in the spotlight. Fast forward to today, Atlus has fully remastered this cult classic. We're talking modern visuals, full voice acting for every single line, and a totally reworked combat system that finally makes this game feel as slick as it always looked on the back of the box. But let's get real. Does it actually hold up? First things first, this remaster is surprisingly ambitious. It's not just a spit shine. Atlus overhauled the original stiff, slow-paced combat. The battles are now fully real-time, with free camera movement, double jumps, and some seriously stylish dodge rolls. You can summon two demons at once, control them with tactical commands, or let them do their own thing. Demons don't just fight, they'll heal, buff, and sometimes even carry you through the rough spots. And yes, demon fusion and collection are just as fun as ever, especially if you're the kind of player who catches them all and then fuses them into something horrifying. The story? Oh, it's classic Atlus. What starts as a routine missing persons case spirals into time travel, Russian mystics, government conspiracies, and enough anime weirdness to fill a dozen games. Don't worry, you're not expected to take any of it too seriously. The game certainly doesn't. Raidou is silent, but the rest of the cast is pure character. Guto, your feline partner, is a highlight. Sarcastic, smug, and always ready to point out when you've missed the obvious solution. Think of him as Morgana's older, more cynical uncle. Exploration is half detective work, half old school point and click. You'll use demons to solve light puzzles, freeze water, smash barriers, read minds, or just move heavy stuff out of the way. Sometimes it's so obvious it's almost insulting. Other times you'll be stuck waiting for the cat to tell you what to do next, because yes, some late-game puzzles are as obtuse as ever. That's part of the PS2 DNA charming, but also a bit of a time capsule. Where the game really shines, though, is in combat and progression. Forget the random encounters, those are gone. Now, enemies are visible, battles are faster, and you're rewarded for building clever demon teams and exploiting enemy weaknesses. The new battle system is a massive step up from the syrupy, sluggish original. It's not Devil May Cry, but it's surprisingly deep. You'll manage your health, your mag, your demon tactics, and your own hack and slash skills. Want to play it safe? You can. Want to go all in with heavy sword builds or tricksy elemental fusions? Go for it. And if you're wondering, yes, the press turn system is alive and well in spirit. Using the right element at the right time can stun enemies and open them up for big combos. Mess it up, you'll power them up instead. High risk, high reward, but let's not sugarcoat it. This game still carries a lot of PS2 baggage. The story is wild, but the mission design can be repetitive. Some boss fights are drawn out, and a few side quests feel like chores. If you're coming in expecting Persona 5 polish or Final Fantasy Sung Rebirth spectacle, lower those expectations. This is a quirky, lovable B-side, not a main stage headliner. Still, there's an undeniable charm here. The voice acting breathes new life into every scene. The visuals are updated, but still faithful to that 2000s Atlus aesthetic, moody, detailed, and always just a little bit weird. And the soundtrack, pure fire. If you have nostalgia for PS2 RPGs, this is catnip. If you've never played Raidou before, it's a fresh, fast-paced alternative to the standard turn-based fare. And let's not forget, demon collecting. It never gets old. Every new zone is a chance to round out your squad, fuse something strange, and discover a new favorite. A few words on difficulty, on normal, you can get away with some sloppy team builds, but crank up the challenge, and you'll need to get tactical. Demon fusion matters, elemental weaknesses matter, and boss patterns can shred you if you're not careful. It's classic Atlus, easy to learn, tough to master, and always ready to punish careless players. So should you play Raidou Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army? If you're a fan of Shin Megami Tensei Persona, or just love a good monster collecting ARPG with a side of supernatural mystery, it's an easy yes. It's not perfect, few cult classics are, but it's a fascinating slice of JRPG history that finally gets the technical love it deserves. And hey, if you're tired of turn-based battles and want something a little more hands-on, this is the weird, wonderful detour you didn't know you needed. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives, retro comebacks, and honest hot takes right here on Veteran Game. What do you think? Should Atlus keep remastering their deep cuts? Or is it time to move on to new stories? Drop your thoughts, favorite demons, or your weirdest Raidou moments in the comments below. And as always, keep gaming, keep questioning, and don't trust any talking cats with your soul. Catch you next time, Demon Tamers.